Now, Latto was trending over the weekend with fans thinking that she may be pregnant. So Latto performed a show in Japan. In her outfit, it's like a two-piece, top and bottom, and her stomach is showing. And in a video during her performance, her belly doesn't look as, flat as it normally looks, but you can't tell whether she's pregnant or not. So, of course, fans ran with this fan theory.
Boy.
Latto came to Instagram to clear it up, even though she doesn't say, I'm not pregnant. She posted photos of her from that same night, and she says, I ate too much Wagyu and ramen. So she's putting that to rest. Now, prior to her flying out for this show, when she was here in New York, she did Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. Mm-hmm. And you know how they have the part where they ask you the fan questions? Mm-hmm. So the fans asked her about reuniting with Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj. Let's take a listen.
Love seeing you and Ice Spice make peace. How did it happen, and will you be able to work things out with Nicki Minaj too?
Okay, girls, her team reached out to my team, and we was like...
The teams?
Yeah.
And you figured it out?
We figured it out.
Okay.
At first, I was like,
Okay.
But then I was like,
Okay.
And then, I'm open to, rekindling with anybody.
Okay. You and Nikki gonna be back with Giselle's friend Nikki.
Yes, we love Nikki. We do.
I did too.
You did? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Can I ask a question, Lauren? Not about the Andy Cohen thing, but what you said about her being pregnant. Why aren't women more sympathetic to other women when they see their stomach not looking flat? Like the woman could just be getting fat, or it might be that time of the month and they're bloating. So why do they just jump that she's pregnant?
I think because... it was the angle, and I think because Latto keeps so much about her relationship private, people just anything they can get to.
But you're a woman. Why can't it be bloating? Why couldn't it be that time of the month?
It can
you
be,
just had
but
a lot to eat that week.
It can be.
Why she couldn't just be gaining weight? Like, why do y'all just jump that she's pregnant? I'm just wondering, why aren't women more sympathetic? Like, why is that the only thing? Oh, she's pregnant.
The first
like,
thing,
it couldn't be other things.
I think that with celebrities is because then when you give them that
Because
empathy,
y'all just messy and gossipy.
No, when you give them that empathy, then a lot of times, and Latto saying it's not her situation, they come out and they're pregnant. Like Cardi at one point was claiming that she was just gaining weight and doing certain things, and she wasn't. She was pregnant. So I think people just don't believe
why can't women be more sympathetic to other women when they see their stomach not looking the flattest?
He talking about people thinking Latto was pregnant.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I just saw something about her over the weekend, and she looked flat, stomach flat, on flatty flat. You know what I mean? Maybe she could have been on a period. She could have been, she cook a lot, so she eat a lot. And she just posted something that said maybe I had too much wagyu and ramen or whatever. I don't think she's pregnant, but the fact that we don't give other women grace, you know what I'm saying? That's because of what we see. We see all these flat stomachs and all of that, and when we see a natural stomach, we don't know what to do. Like, I don't know why. Don't talk about nobody. I don't care.
I was gonna say, I don't know. I think with Latto it's also too because they just caught her in New York talking about 21 Savage, so people are like, oh, that's why now she's potentially claiming her man because potentially she's pregnant. Like there's a whole timeline that people try to put together when it comes to celebrities.
But she also sat down with Andy. I saw that as well.
Yes.
Where he asked her straight up where she couldn't run off and get in the van and nothing, and she just was like, I like to keep my private.
Yes.
Well,
we'll have to wait to see what happens if anything's gonna happen. But she did look when she did that side profile photo that she uploaded to her Instagram with the Wagyu and ramen. She didn't look pregnant in that one, but the shot from the stage, I could see why fans would think what they thought. If I'm being honest,
man, we don't you go up and down sometimes?
6, 7.
I'm not. No, but
my 10-year-old keeps saying that 6, 7.
I don't get it.
Yeah, you go up and down sometimes. Sometimes your stomach going flat. Sometimes it's not, right?
Yeah, but
your stomach always on flat.
I just think that with people and fans, with celebrities, they just don't believe it no more because you say that and then someone does end up being pregnant, and sometimes they don't be, but you just don't know. Because I know they thought that before. There's been other celebrities too, but Yeah.
I just
Y'all just messy and gossipy.
We've been talking a lot about Latto for 6 minutes right now. That's what
Yeah,
tell you
I'm
about
trying
that.
to move on.
All right.
All right, my bad. Go ahead.
No, Jess came in late. We had to listen to her,
Yeah, my
what her
bad.
thing was. Okay. So in other news over the weekend, this was a big story that it was a big story when the news broke about Kyron Lacey. And so Kyron Lacey, was a potential scout. He was going to be scout. He was playing for LSU. And during the time that he was playing football, there was a car accident that they had alleged that he was involved in. Now, the car accident happened back in December, and there was a 78-year-old man who passed away because of this car accident. So he was being accused of driving recklessly. They alleged that Kyron Lacey was speeding and passing in a no-passing zone when they alleged that he swerved. That someone swerved to avoid Lacey and crashed into another vehicle. Now, there's been video that has come out because Kyron Lacey's attorney, Matthew Orey, is trying to prove his innocence still, and he's saying that there's no way that he was the person that impacted the car. Let's take a listen to Matthew Orey.
Sort of describe the video for our audience, what you've seen in the video.
Yeah, so what you'll see is in the top left of the screen, you're going to see multiple cars just making their way south to Thibodaux, coming from Vacherie. At some point in time, you're going to see the collision, which we're going to know is vehicle number 2 from oncoming traffic colliding with the vehicle of Mr. Hall. You will see another vehicle come to a stop, and then you'll see Kyron Lacey come to a stop.
It looks like the impact happens, and then Kyron Lacey is behind him. How far away was he from there?
Kyron Lacey did, in fact, pass 4 cars. There's no disputing that. However, he was back in his lane of travel, 92.3 yards, back in his lane, behind Mr. Hall. At the time of impact, he's 72.6 yards behind the vehicles at the time of impact. Keyword, behind the vehicles. That is not how this story was ever painted. Never.
Yeah.
Now, when we talk about the system being unfair, this is definitely an example of the system being unfair because I don't see what the brother did wrong at all. He didn't end up in this situation because of a poor choice that he made. From what I can see, he was completely falsely accused of something. And now that young man is no longer with us because he committed suicide before his court date.
Yes,
this is an unfair situation.
Yeah. Yes, and that was a lot of the sentiments that I saw people expressing. When his attorney's interview aired, because back in April when he committed suicide, people were having the conversation about just him feeling everything that was brought because there was so much conversation around this and what was he was accused of. And there's also conversation too because there is also now video of a man who was trying to provide a statement that potentially could have cleared Kyron that police ultimately rejected and didn't use. Now the police have
and the police was coercing him. They said they said the police was coercing the witness to say something else.
Yeah, so the police have released a statement in response to this, and they say, following the crash, LSP conducted a detailed investigation with the assistance of crash reconstruction experts and with all available information at the time. Investigative findings revealed that Mr. Lacey Lacey recklessly driving while approaching oncoming traffic, and that led to the events of the crash. The findings were presented to the 17th Judicial Court, which approved an arrest warrant based on the evidence collected. As with all investigations leading to arrest, the subjects of the investigations are presumed innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. No one disputes that he was behind the crash scene. His swerving, passing cars, and reckless operation caused the series of crash of events. Now, so they're basically saying we used everything that we had at the time to get to the point that we were, and he was presumed innocent until proven guilty. But there was a lot of things that did not happen for him once all of these conversations came out, which is why people's upset is. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, what I don't understand is. Oh, go ahead.
Now, I was gonna say that innocent to proven guilty is a crocker-ish a lot of times because you lose everything. Once they charge you, once they say it's you, nobody waits and sees. You lose everything. And that man's mental with everything that he was going through and trying to make it to the league and all the pressure that he had on him, it's just really sad. It's a tragic situation, man. And I always feel like
what I don't understand is
what's that?
What I don't understand, and maybe I wasn't paying attention to this situation, like I should have been. So maybe it was. So somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But why wasn't the story from the beginning that this young man was being falsely accused? Like, why wasn't his lawyers saying that from the beginning, or were they? I don't know. Because all I heard was the narrative that this young man was was guilty. I never heard a counter to that.
I think what's happening right now is they have this video that they're able to show it, so they're coming out and having the conversation about it. I can't answer that question 100% though, but I know now this interview is happening because there's video that shows
him driving around.
Yes.
But to what Charlamagne says, I just feel like when police do an investigation, that camera should have been able to get that camera a long time ago, and this brother probably would still have his life because the footage is there, right? The police do an investigation to see exactly what happened. Why they didn't get that camera and that footage months ago to save that brother's life?
Yeah, and so and also too, I want to make mention when we talk about like what didn't happen for him. So at the time, Kyron Lacy was largely viewed as an NFL prospect, but his name wasn't on the list of players that were invited to the NFL scouting combine when that was released in mid-February, which was a month after his arrest.
Damn, yo. So now what happens to the cops that coerced him?
They're gonna have to fight it out in court, and see what's going to be proven true by actual court and what's not.
So sad.
That is sad.
Well, again, rest in peace to that brother and condolences to his family and friends. It's just tragic, man.
It is very, very sad. And over the weekend, it was Bernie Mac's birthday as well. So.
Oh, happy birthday to Bernie Mac.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, that's the latest with Loren.
Yes.
Charlamagne, who you giving your donkey to, man?
Man, 4 after the hour, we need a young lady named Gabrielle Franz to come to the front of the congregation. I know that a lot of y'all women like to get back, get back on your exes, but this ain't the way. We'll discuss.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hold up. Every day I wake up.
Wake your ass up.
The Breakfast Club.
Y'all finished or y'all done?